a posse ad esse, from possibility to factuality. The Royal Order of the Divine Light, the Light Kingdom Party, Unio Mystica, we find that this Thanksgiving, it is very meaningful to communicate the possibilities that we require to turn into factualities in order for this world to become a better place, which is in truth our only purpose here on earth. We are born as light. We walk through our journey as an energy source of light, and as light we shall depart. Everything we do in truth matters, and whatever we envision, it should be meaningful to us, and our dreams should never be lost in the stress of daily life. Princess Diana, not so long ago, beautifully described that people being unloved are in a place far more difficult as the ones without food. Many are unloved. Many feel misunderstood, neglected, ignored, betrayed, and therefore isolated. And that is the reason why hatred has become such a dominant instrument again. It is a material fact that the most essential and most significant element of a society is not only being caring for each other, but also being truthful to each other. Not much of truthfulness is currently visible and has been not visible for a long time. And light is only found on a foundation of clarity, transparency, honesty and truthfulness and justice. Not so long ago, the Roman Empire, the decay of the Roman Empire, was founded on the lack of morals. It was founded on few holding all wealth and the rest pretty much having nothing. And additionally, by a consistent decay and lacking of any sort of morality. They called it Sodom and Gomorrah. We have entered such a stage again as we currently witness even at Thanksgiving through the media. It is one sexual scandal after the other. It is the disrespect that is not only directed against women altogether, but a disrespect that we have empowered with our ignorance. It is for us very significant to understand that respect is the essence for any good relationship. It is the essence between nations, as it is the essence in families and between loved ones. It is also the essence between the people who lead this nation to the fellow man. And we need to rebuild such respect again, and we need to reinforce the need of light and unification. When we are communicating for a royal light kingdom to come, we are communicating that this world can only be saved when we change the path that we're currently walking. As in truth, future will force us to change if we are not freely engaging in such change now. And we cannot emphasize strongly enough that the light we direct to the people is currently the most significant element in our political environment. We face a lot of challenges currently, and there's a lot of enemies that are directing their power, their influence against us, in order for our movement not to gather strength. What such individuals don't realize is that we are just the voice, but the real powerful energy is existent within the hearts of the people that do not wish to continue on a path that leads them simply into an empty void in which they find no happiness, no respect, no acknowledgement, no encouragement for themselves, in which they actually only serve others. Tom Steyer, in his recent campaign, clearly communicated the lacking of honesty in the current tax bill. And we need to understand, finally, that when we have in a wood, in a forest, only a few trees, only 6% of trees that have all the space for themselves and no others are around, that any avalanche, any storm that will move in will wipe out those trees. Only a strong forest that is filled with trees will withstand any nature's force. And the exact same thing we need in every social, political, and financial aspect for the people. Salus, populi, suprema, esto. And it shall be not only men like Mr. McCain, and of course also others that fight for the people. Everyone right now should stand up and take the voice of the people to communicate issues that are important for the people, because after all, the few trees will not make a strong forest, and we will not withstand the forces that will approach us. Another thing that people are extremely tired of is to find the demonstration of realities being obstructed and illusory scenarios displayed to them. We cannot remove ourselves from the responsibility of honesty, integrity, and being light to our fellow men, to our fellow brothers and sisters from around the world, as each of them has an equal right to have a future. Yes, light is needed. And the Light Kingdom Party, the Royal Order of the Divine Light, we are such light. And we do not forget individuals like Heather Heyer. We do not forget the people that died in Las Vegas and that died in Texas recently. Additionally, we will never forget that global warming has been the responsible source for the wave of storms and hurricanes we faced this year. This Thanksgiving, we want to address our fellow Americans, our global kingdom, our brothers and sisters from around the world. Let light come into your life. Let us be your light. And let us work together to defeat darkness, any sort of darkness. Your children, your children's children deserve a world that is pure, a world in which everybody is motivated to be the best he can be, where he's empowered, where he's listened to, where he becomes loved. Like Princess Diana's message always was to love others and to understand their positions and to understand the negative force loneliness, isolation represents for this world. Unification is the light for the future. We need to reach out, not pushing each other away. And we need to finally accept the errors we have made in the past and shall not repeat them. Tom Steyer, in his recent campaign, uses his own funds to demonstrate to the people that the tax bill currently presented to the American Senate is in truth not a relief for the middle class and the poor, but only for the rich. Now, honorable brothers and sisters from around the world, how can we even discuss such a tax cut when at the same time we need to raise the debt ceiling? What kind of entrepreneurs would we be if we hardly can actually manage our finances and try to give away benefits to the ones who in truth don't need it? This is the United States of America, and this is our global kingdom to come. We need to direct our attention to strengthen our economies, our hearts, our societies, the justice system, in order for us to rebuild order and to walk back to the highest level of respects like nobilities, like royalties. Monarchic, democratic is our philosophy. It is our personal perspective of future, and we faithfully believe that such movement is the only foundation on which we can master whatever is ahead of us. And that we don't leave anyone behind, no nation, no individual. And where we don't push people in isolation and increase hate. Some might find that the recent sanctions against North Korea are very productive. We feel that the more we push people away, the more we place them in isolation, other countries like Russia and China will come closer, and it will not change the situation that we find. It will only increase the hate that is stirring up among the people in North Korea. Wisdom is a very essential instrument when it comes to politics, and we cannot engage in verbal battles. We have to apply such wisdom, and we need to get into a position where we reach out to nations, to people, to share with them our personal feelings and invite them to become our partners. We ourselves need to remove ourselves from nuclear power, from nuclear weapons. It is a race we cannot win, and no wars can be fought on such foundation as we would end the existence of Earth altogether. So why insist in something that we all know does not bring us further? And let us not forget, also in Rome, one of the biggest problems that brought that country down was actually the high costs of military. We need to put our strength into things that truly matter. And the power of the future is information. The military of the future is to be a right arm of the intelligence community. And we faithfully believe that this Thanksgiving, we need to communicate to all of you. Let us, again, get up from the table when a woman leaves it and display our respect. It's a symbolic language I communicate here. It's a language in which the monarchic qualities are nurtured. Let us become royalties. Let us be noble in every aspect. Like Gianni Versace said, royalties have been prior born royalties. Today, it really depends on what they do. And we want for everyone in this world to have an equal chance to become a royal, to be noble, and to receive land, to receive things that encourage him of our support and reassure him of our support and encourage him to aim for higher goals. And in the process, also to further our humanitarian causes and dedications. Princess Diana, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, our brother David Rockefeller, John Lennon. Many carried in their heart the tremendous sense to unite and to be something greater in the future as what we are today. This Thanksgiving, we wish to thank all of you for being there for us, to following us, and to outpour so much affection that truly touches us on a daily foundation, and that makes it easier to overcome the resistance, the intrusions, and of course, the attacks we additionally face. Anything of significance, of course, attracts attention of negative energies. We will need to overcome them, but your energy will provide us the strength that we need to walk on the righteous path in the future as we walk it today. Let us remember Heather Heyer. Let us remember the victims of Las Vegas. Let us pray and remember the victims in Texas. And let us also not forget that whatever happened this year to these individuals can happen to us tomorrow if we do not become light, if we do not change, and if we do not embrace people, love people, and if we do not accept that America, this world, belongs to the people and not to a few. Salus, populi, suprema, esto. Let the welfare of the people be the highest law. It's embedded in our hearts. It is daily on our minds. And we will pursue as Light Kingdom Party, as Royal Order of the Divine Light, and as Union Mr. Caduceus, together with Anonymous, such righteous path, in order for us to enter the stage of royal nobility in which everyone can become king and everyone has equal opportunity, equal right for justice, and equal right for success. God bless America. God bless Robert Mueller and his team that are working very, very bravely on making America a better place. John McCain, we also want to congratulate you to the recent marriage in your family. I hope that all the blessings God can provide to a loving couple will be given to them, and that your cancer situation is improving, and that you will celebrate with your family a joyful holiday season. It is a holiday season for all of us, and let us keep love in our hearts, and let us never forget that every man, every woman deserves to sparkle. United, we illuminate.